Hello, everybody. I am just getting onto Facebook on my tablet so I can see your comments. So just a second. Okay. So, just figuring out the technical part of this. All right. So, I'm sharing my screen right now because I want to show you guys something. Something weird is happening though. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Got it. So I can see comments on my tablet. Once I finish presenting this to you guys, I'm gonna stop sharing, and then we're just gonna have some fun conversation. I have lots of things to talk about, so I know nobody really submitted a question, which is fine because I have lots to talk about. But if you are here live, feel free to send a question over. I'll keep checking my tablet to see what's going on there. And then once I'm done presenting this, I will switch to Facebook on my laptop so I can more easily see comments. Okay. So first of all, I know that I shared this link to you guys the other day of all of the services that I offer, but I wanted to go over what they are because I know that a lot of people don't really know me and they don't know what I do and what I'm trained to do and what I've been practicing for years. So I'm just going to go through every session that I offer right now. And then I have a couple of new ones that I would like to offer. And I'm just wondering if anybody has interest in those. Okay. So I'm going to just scroll down here. Maybe it'll let me. Here we go. Okay. So the first session that I offer is my most expensive session because it takes a lot of energy to do one of these sessions. They're done over Zoom, and I call it an intuitive energy healing session, but there's a lot that goes on within the session. There are like at least 3 different modalities that could be used in a session, and it really depends on what the person needs. One of them is called mind shifting, and mind shifting is basically going like grasping a problem or whatever the problem is and kind of like desensitizing yourself to the problem and kind of, I don't know, I don't know a good way to explain it, but it's kind of like letting go of the problem in a way. So you're kind of like shifting your mindset to, I guess, maybe just not see it as a problem anymore kind of thing. Okay, so that's one of the things that could happen in a session. Another thing is past life regressions, and this is for because it's only a 45-minute session. These are short past life regressions, and basically what happens is I guide you usually in a meditation, unless you've done it before. If you've done it before, then we both just go in to the Akashic records and we look at a different life, or we ask that we see a certain lifetime that goes along with whatever lifetime you're kind of trying to get going. Like for example, if you came to me and said like, I've been having lots of stomach pain and it just won't go away, we would probably look at any lifetimes that may have had an impact on your stomach in this lifetime. So we would set the intention to grab any lifetimes that would go along with that, and we would both go in, either if I'm guiding you or if you've already done it and we both just go in automatically. We will do it together, because usually the person that I'm in session with will see something and I will see something, and then we'll both say what we saw, and then we'll work with whatever resonates. So if like both of the things that we saw resonate, then we'll heal both of them. If just mine resonates or just theirs resonates, then we'll heal one or both of them. So after that, I walk you through how to heal your Akashic records and how to heal that lifetime, and sort of anything that's been affecting you from those past lifetimes in this lifetime, that will be healed from this kind of session. So sometimes after just that alone, the pain will just be gone. If it's not gone, we will continue with the session. So another thing that happens in these sessions is something called emotional release. So if you don't know this yet, there's actually a lot of emotions that we experience throughout our lives, especially from traumatic experiences, that we end up storing somewhere in our body. And so sometimes a pain that you have that just won't go away is often a stuck emotion. And I've had sessions where people have had a pain and we've done an emotional release session and their pain is gone. And this has actually happened several times. The other thing that we do in these kinds of sessions is we will sometimes work on manifesting. And I do have a mini manifesting session like further down, but this is often part of the intuitive energy healing session. We will talk about manifesting, see what they want to manifest. We'll sometimes create a universal ask together. Like I talked about before, I'm actually really good at manifesting for other people. I've had lots of sessions where we've created universal asks for everything, and we've worked together on trying to figure out how to manifest this for the person. And we'll do kind of a little meditation. And then oftentimes within a month, so usually around a month, depending on what they're asking for, things start to come in, and not necessarily everything at once. Because again, it kind of depends on what they're asking for, but like it can often come in pretty quickly. So sometimes we'll do that. It's not always, it's just kind of, it really, really depends on what is needed for the client. And the reason why I call it an intuitive session is because as I'm talking to the client, as I'm trying to figure out what they need, I'll kind of be guided as to what the client needs. Sometimes we'll pull cards if we need more information about something and stuff just isn't coming through. We'll pull cards. Sometimes I'll use my pendulum to get answers to different questions. I also have a body guide, like a skeleton that has all these different like places of the body, like parts of the body and stuff like that. And so I can intuitively use that chart to kind of figure out what might be going on as well. And then lastly, another thing that could happen in the session is body proxying. And so that's where you allow me to energetically enter your field, and then I will feel any like issue areas. I might feel like a buzzing feeling or actual pain or tension. And then I'll just kind of, I'll come out of the proxy and say, hey, do you have issues with XYZ, whatever I was feeling? It's often been really accurate. So people will be like, oh yeah, I have issues with that area, or yeah, I do have tension in my shoulders, or whatever it is. So that's what an intuitive energy healing session is. And I charge $97 for it because, like I said, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of focus. And I'm like bringing in spirit, I'm bringing in guides. So there's just a lot of energy that goes into all of that. I would, of course, love to have a session with you if you are interested. But I just wanted to share what that was all about. So before I go on, I'm going to light a candle because later on I'm going to, oh, there we go. I'm going to pull in some spirit, which is basically my higher self and guides, and see if there's anything that you guys need to know today from a spiritual level, I guess. All right, so there's my candle lit. Let's go down to the next one here. All right, so my distance Reiki sessions. I've had people in this group get this or buy this. And for those of you that have had this done, I would love it if you could post a testimonial in the comments for other people to see. because these are my favorite sessions to do. And the reason why is because they are, they're done over Messenger. And basically I just ask that if you can, you don't have to, but if you can, you schedule a time where you can like take some time for yourself, lay down somewhere, get comfortable, maybe sit in a comfy chair with a blanket, just kind of relax. I feel like you can get more benefit from it that way, but if you can't, you still get benefits from it, even if you're kind of busy and walking around. So anyways, what happens is I tap into your field. So it's not just Reiki for this, because I use all of my tools. I tap into your field, and first I look at all of your chakras and I see if any of them are out of balance, if they're like, what I kind of see is like, I see all the colors of the chakras, and then I see whether they're like, are they spinning really fast? Are they going really slow? So then I kind of rebalance. So if it's going really fast, I'll slow it down. If it's going too slow, I'll speed it up a little bit to the point that's perfect for your body. So I kind of rebalance your chakras first, and then I tap in and see if there's any spiritual messages from your guides or from my guides or from your higher self or whatever. And every single time some kind of message comes through, and every single time people tell me that the message resonates. Like they never say that it doesn't. There's always something that comes through that they're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed to hear, or that makes a lot of sense because of XYZ. I remember one time I got a message from a badger, and I wasn't even sure if it was a badger, because I guess I've never really looked at pictures of badgers, but it came through as badger, and the client was like, that's my nickname. My nickname is Honey Badger. And I was like, that's so weird. Like, I just never would have thought that. So lots of messages come through, and I just always tell them, no matter how weird they are, because sometimes they are kind of weird and strange, but I always say what they are. I always say what they're coming from. And then people are always say, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I needed to hear that, whatever. And these sessions are only $55, but this is how it works. I go through it. I go for as long as I need to. So one time it took 3 hours. And other times it's only taken like 20 to 30 minutes. So don't be offended if, like, it doesn't take me 3 hours to do yours, because it just means that everything came through a lot faster. And there wasn't any like pausing. Like, it just means that it all came through really fast, and like I just sat there the whole time, like writing things down and typing and bringing things through for you. So yeah. So then what happens is, after I'm finished, I will send a message to you on Facebook Messenger. I'm considering using another platform for that, but for now it's Facebook Messenger. And then I will type out everything that I found in your chakras, any visions that I was shown while I was looking at your chakras. I might ask you questions about your body if I notice something like lingering in one of your body parts, because I also proxy the body, or I feel into different body parts and organs and things like that. So I'll tell you if I saw anything there. And then I will also tell you what messages that you received from spirit guides and everything like that. So these are really fun sessions. I honestly wish I could do more of them, because they're just great. And it's always been a good experience for myself and the client. Every client that I've done a session like this for has felt calmer and better throughout their day. And then I always give them tips on how to basically continue their healing. So like, if a message came through from guides, great, I can share that. But I also share, like, let's say I noticed a lot of like stuff going on with the heart chakra. I'll send you like guided information that I pulled from spirit, and also other information that I just know off the top of my head. And I will just tell you what you need to do to continue that healing. Because what will happen is, after a while, you'll want another session, because your heart chakra will go out of balance again. It just will, unless you change your habits and you change what you're doing. It will just get out of balance again. So you can decide if you want to take care of yourself that way, or if you just want another session, either way. But yeah, so I always share that because my goal is for you to heal yourself, and really Reiki and any energy healing is really you healing yourself. I'm just facilitating that healing. So I can't actually heal anybody. I just facilitate the healing in you. Okay. Like that's how all healing works. Nobody can really actually heal you. It's all about them facilitating that healing in you. Okay. All right. Let's go down to the next one. All right. So this is a mini past life Akashic record session. So this one is basically like what I was talking about before in the energy healing session, or the intuitive energy healing session. We basically just go into your past life records, and we can go in together, or I can go in by myself. This is more of a service. So usually in this case, I would go in by myself. We can do this over Zoom or Messenger. It doesn't really matter. I can tap into your field either way. It would probably be better to do it over Zoom, I'm guessing, because I can more easily tap into your field and get a read on your Akashic records. But I can do it either way, especially if I have a picture, or if you send me a quick video saying hi, like I can definitely tap into your energy this way. So it can go either way. I do like doing sessions over Messenger because it gives me, I guess it's just quiet. It's more quiet. And when it's more quiet, I am able to hear more and, gather more information, things like that. So I like to do things over Messenger, but I'm also willing to hop on a call with anybody who wants to. The intuitive healing sessions are done over a Zoom call because they are, they're very focused. And it's better if I'm able to talk to the client and really get into their energy. The only thing that's awkward about it sometimes is that you have to be okay with me going silent quite a bit, because I'll be pulling information. I'll be closing my eyes. I'll be like proxying, all kinds of things. So you just kind of have to be okay with just chilling for a bit. We'll also do guided meditations and things like that. But for a lot, I'd say for about half the session, I'm probably being quiet. So you kind of just have to be okay with me sitting there and being quiet. It's not that I'm not doing anything. I'm just pulling information and asking guides and everything to help us with healing, whatever it is that you want to heal, whether it be a problem or a physical ailment or whatever it is. All right. So lastly, what I have here is an intuitive manifestation call, coaching call. And I currently have it at $77. The reason for that is that it's a very focused call and it's on Zoom. And we kind of go over what you're trying to manifest. And then I give you personalized coaching on how to manifest that thing. And I help you manifest it. We'll go through guided meditations. We will do to like remove your blocks. And then we'll do universal asks for everything that you want as well. And like I said, that's worked really well for people in the past. And then anything else that comes through from spirit or guides about how to bring this into your life the most easily. Yeah, so I've done like a ton of research on this since 2017. And I just have a lot of knowledge in my mind, as well as I always get messages from spirit. So it's just one of those like very focused sessions. And I think that any kind of focus session, for a focus session like this, $77 is pretty cheap. So I don't know if others have noticed that with coaches, but they usually charge somewhere between like 100 to 150 for a session, sometimes more. So it's a pretty good deal. So that's that for now. I'm just going to look at my notebook really quick because I have some things that I was going to possibly offer. And I I'm just not sure if anybody would be interested in anything like this. So I'm just going to throw them out there. And then if you're listening to this video or you're watching it live, you can comment and let me know if you would be interested in something like this. So really quick, I'm just going to check to see if I have any comments here. So really quick, oops. Just a second. All right. I am not going to be able to do that on my iPad. That's not working very well. So I will check for comments after I finish talking about this. So let's see, I can stop sharing my screen. That's fine. There we go. And then I want to hang on a second. I just want to see, I want to be able to see the comments. So give me a sec. Used to be so easy. There used to be a button where it just said view on Facebook, but I'm not seeing that. All right, well, I will try one more thing. Just want to make sure there aren't any comments because I did promise to answer questions live. All right, I don't see any. So that's fine. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to just focus on what I'm talking about because I'm not seeing any questions. So if you have any questions, I'm not going to answer them live, but if you have questions, please post them below and I will answer them in the comments. Okay. And then if anybody's curious about what the questions were that were asked, then just check the comments. Okay. All right. So the sessions, let's get to the sessions that I'm going to possibly offer. So one thing that I was doing in another group was offering spirit guide sessions. And these would be relatively cheap. I'd probably keep them around like $22 or something like that to start. And then they would go up depending on how much energy and time it was taking, they might go up. But for now, I keep it around $22. So basically what this session would be is it would be done over Messenger. You'd have a certain number of questions. Like I think I offered 5 before, but yeah, so you could have like 5 questions and then some follow-up questions. And then what I would do is I would ask spirit for you. I would ask your guides for you what you needed to know. And I would need yes or no questions. And then I would get more information about each one that would just come through naturally. So if anybody's interested in that, if you have trouble accessing your spirit guides and you want to know what they're saying to you, that was just something fun that I had offered in another group and it just went really well and people really liked it and enjoyed it. And I was actually surprised at how many people in this spiritual group were having trouble accessing their spirit guides. So I just wanted to offer that here. If you think you'd be interested in that, please just tell me in the comments and I will add it to my list of services and then repost the link. I'm going to post the link in the comments as well for the services if anybody is interested. So yeah, then the other one that I was considering offering is messenger coaching. So I coach on a variety of things. I guess you could call it intuitive coaching. I don't know. But it really would depend on what your needs are. But I do like kind of spiritual life coaching, I guess you could call it. and it would be over Messenger. So my deal would be that I would respond to you within 48 hours or less. And we would just kind of go back and forth for a certain amount of time. So I'm not sure what I'm going to price these sessions at yet, but if there's interest, I will look into it. And you know what, if you have a suggestion on what you think that would be worth and like how much time you would want, like maybe you would want like coaching for like, I don't know, a week at a time over Messenger where I answer within 48 hours or less. Yeah, so again, not really sure what I'm pricing that at, but if it's something that is of interest to you, it would be cheaper than doing like one-on-one coaching with me over Zoom or whatever, or over phone. So just seeing if that's a possible option. And if people are interested in that, again, let me know in the comments. And if I forget to put the link down below, please comment and let me know whether you're here on Facebook or on Zoom, or I'm sorry, on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, comment below as well, because I don't want to forget to post that link. Okay. Next, I am going to talk about the manifesting class and membership. The class is only $44, and it's literally like the exact steps I took to manifest everything that's wonderful in my life, including great relationships, my brand new beautiful house that I live in, money, jobs, all sorts of things. So, you know, at $44, I feel like it's kind of a steal, and you get to learn all of those steps. I'm also offering a membership, but I'm just figuring out the link for that. So I will post the link for the course down below. And then once I have that membership link, I will post that as well. So that the first masterclass for August is going to be the one that's already been created. And then the next course is going to land in September. So if you're a part of the membership, you just get that for free. If you still want to continue doing DIY, then I'll also be offering that course as like a DIY as well for now. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do that for, but I just wanted to, as I'm getting people into the membership, I just wanted to make sure that the class is available to whoever wants it. So that's kind of what's going on with the manifesting course and the membership. So for the membership, it's going to be called Abundant Life, and it's not just about manifesting. It's about, well, I mean, it kind of is. I chose to focus on manifesting because manifesting can kind of change everything in your life, like literally everything. Like you just have to believe that you can change everything, right? That anything is possible. And so we're going to talk about belief. We're going to talk about how to manifest your healing. We're going to talk about self-love. We're going to talk about all sorts of topics in there, but like the base is going to be manifesting, but there's going to be a lot of other topics in there that kind of go together. Okay. So, you know, there might be, if you're part of the membership, there might be a month where you're kind of like, oh, I don't really resonate with that, but you're still going to have access to the private Facebook group where you can post different things. You can talk to people. It's going to be a community. So, you know, even if you're not super into the videos that are posted each month, you can still either like choose not to watch them or just watch them and see what other people are saying about them. So yeah, I'm really excited about that membership. I just need to get on and get the link for it, and then it'll be all set to go. All right. So, what else are we going to talk about? Oh, okay. So I actually have a new course that I'm working on. And this is like near and dear to my heart because, as most of you know, I know that we have some new people in this group, but as most of you know, I am a cancer survivor, and I went through like all the treatments. I went through tons of chemo, 7 rounds of chemo, 5 rounds of radiation. And for those of you that, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but my chest is very, it's kind of scarred from all of the treatments. So the biggest thing is that I healed myself eventually, and I had to go through all of that treatment to kind of get to the point where I am at today, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of the things, right? So my course, and I know that I'm guessing most of you aren't going to require this, but I assume you may have friends or family members that may want this course. So it's going to be called, I actually haven't officially decided on this name, but it came to me today to use Finding Joy in the Darkest Places as the name of the course. And it's going to be for cancer patients. There will be a course that comes after it that people can purchase for cancer survivors. But this one is specifically for people that are going through treatment, who have chosen to do chemo or radiation or both. So, and the reason why is that when I was going through that awful treatment, that I really don't think should exist, honestly, but when I was going through that treatment, I needed something to focus on. And if I had had this course, if I had had this, I would have been in a much better place, I feel like. So I'm not sure what I'm pricing this at yet, but this is going to be a course that has a ton of content in it. So like there's going to be like more videos than you could ever imagine, because the reason why is because I want people who are going through treatment to have something really positive to focus on. And so I want there to be a lot of content in there. I also am going to have a private Facebook group that I'm going for this course that I'm going to go live in every week. And this is going to be just like the other membership where I would be coming on live every week for a Q&A. This group would be the same, where I would have weekly live Q&As for anybody that's in the course. So kind of like a Q&A / coaching call. And I would also offer discounted sessions in both, I don't know if the cancer one's going to be a membership. We'll see. But there will be discounted sessions with me in both groups. So if the people that are going through the cancer treatments need a session, a healing session, a coaching session, whatever it is, I'll have that available to them at a discounted rate. So I just wanted to share some of the like videos that will be in there, some of the content. So first of all, I will share my story with cancer and, you know, my struggles and my celebrations and all of the things. I'm going to do a video and probably a worksheet on how to find your reason to live. So it's super important to have a really strong reason to live especially when you're going through hardcore cancer treatments, because it's not going to be easy, right? I mean, you can set the intention for it to go as easily as possible for your body, but there's probably going to be some bumps in the road. And so you want to have that reason that's really strong. And so that's going to be one of the first videos is figuring out your reason to live. And then that's going to be your constant theme. And, later on, if the person that's going through the cancer treatment loses that reason to live, then we need to reevaluate it. We need to look at it again, find a new reason to live, because this is like really important to have. We're going to talk about how to boost your cells energetically. So on a spiritual energetic level, I'm going to teach them how to boost their cells and while they're going through this treatment, and protect their good cells. And then I'm going to teach them how to bless their treatment. So it just helps to kind of put a positive swing on the treatment and hopefully have it do more good than bad. I'm going to teach them what to eat during treatment, at the best of it and the worst of it. Things that are going to help boost the treatment itself, things that will help boost their cells, things that will help bring their cells back faster once the chemo has knocked them all out. And I'll just give them some options of things to try. Of course, I'm not promising healing. I can't do that. That's like a huge legal issue. So I'm not a doctor. I'm just a cancer survivor that has a lot of spiritual background and energy healing background, and that's it, right? So this whole thing is just going to be to help them stay positive, to help them focus on their reason to live, and to really just keep a positive mindset, because that's, one of the most important things that you can do. I'm going to suggest dietary changes, but only for people that are able to stomach it, because during chemo treatment and radiation treatment, it is extremely difficult to eat sometimes, because sometimes the chemo causes sores in your mouth. It can make food taste funny. And so they want to be able to eat whatever they can. So when I was going through treatment, there were times that I was just eating, like, I think I was eating like waffles or pancakes or something for a long time. And then I was eating cheese omelets for a while. Like, it really just, I couldn't stomach anything but those things at the time. And that's fine. You have to have what's going to work for you when you're going through tough times or tough treatments or whatever it is. So we'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about things to focus on and things to do. There will probably be several videos on this, because again, you want to focus on positive things. You want things that you can do to keep your mind busy. And there might be times during treatment that all you want to do is watch Netflix, and that's totally fine. I spent a lot of time watching movies and shows on my tablet. It's just a nice distraction sometimes. How to talk to your family about certain things, like how to get them to understand what you're going through a little bit. And I will talk about natural treatments to help heal from the chemo and radiation. During your breaks from the treatment, during, like, once you're finished with the treatment, like things that you can do to kind of regenerate your body, regenerate your cells. I had some brain damage from chemo, which sometimes you'll notice that I have trouble finding words, and that I can't, like right now, trying to find words to say, like, so that there are ways to like regenerate your brain cells, which I'm currently taking some supplements that help do that. So I'm working on that. I'm also working on the actual mental exercises to remember and find words. So that's something that I'll talk about. I will also be talking about supplements to protect and heal your brain. And then there's going to be, just like I said, a ton of content in here. So when this comes out, I'm excited to launch it, but it's not going to be for a while, because like I said, I want to have a lot of content in there and ready to go, unless it's going to be a membership, in which case I could probably just do the content as I go. But I don't know. I kind of just want a bunch of videos in there so that whatever stage the patient is going through, they have lots of videos to watch and things to work on. So yeah, that's coming, and I'm really excited about it. And I hope that if you guys know anyone that's suffering or going through some kind of cancer or cancer treatment, this might be really beneficial for them. So that's what's coming for that. All right. So last but not least, I wanted to see if I could get spirit, higher self, guides to come through for you guys, and see if there's anything that I can bring through for the group. So sometimes I like to put my hand on my heart and just close my eyes and feel into that love energy, and I will bring forward whatever comes. So just give me a second, and then once I'm done with this, we'll end the call. And again, if anyone has any questions at all, please ask them. I love it. I love answering questions. So any questions at all, even if it's a personal question or whatever, I'll answer it. Okay. I'm an open book. Just give me a second. Okay, so far the first thing I saw was um this, like, I heard the word healing, and then like I saw all of you kind of like standing in a group, and I had this like really strong white sparkling light hit all of you, and I felt chills as that was happening. So this healing energy kind of got pushed out to you guys. And then I also was hearing, just a second, I lost it. Okay. Okay. So you were all like really, really talented. There's a lot of talent in this group. You all have different abilities and things. And then I got like, you kind of, oh, hang on. You have to like work on them, practice. I'm getting practice. And then, oh, and I'm getting that all of you are blessed. So I'm seeing like angels in the clouds, and they're kind of like throwing down their blessings on you. Okay, let me see if I can get anything else. Okay, I'm getting that you should connect with each other. We as a group should connect with each other in whatever way that we can. I feel like I've tried to get people to, maybe I haven't done this yet. I could try scheduling a Zoom call for us all, and just for like talking to each other, like chatting with each other. Let's try that, because I'm really getting that the people in this group need to connect with each other. So I don't know why. Hang on, let's see if I can get any answers to that. Connections made, goals achieved. There's something about like the more that we connect with each other, the more that our goals can be achieved, or something like that. Does that make any sense? Okay, hang on, let me see if I can get if I can get anything else. I don't know if this is for everybody or if it's for somebody specific in this group, but there's something that you're not paying attention to. I got like this bird squawking in my ear. And what's funny is that there was actually a bird squawking outside. But then I was like, okay, is that just the bird squawking outside, or is that a message for someone? And the answer I got was that it's like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen like a crow that like squawks, and then you find out that something is going on. Like, I don't know. I've heard stories like this. It's never happened to me, but like I've feel like crows will warn you of things sometimes. So anyways, there was like a bird squawking, and it was like a warning of like, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. There's something you're not paying attention to. So again, not sure if that's for the whole group or just specific people, but if that resonates to you, if there's something that you've been ignoring or like putting off, it's time to look at it and pay attention to it. All right. I'm going to see if I can get one more thing to come through, and then I'm going to end the call for today. again, if you have any questions, just ask, and then I will post the link for that manifesting class and my services in the comments of this post and on YouTube. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to see if I can get one more message for you guys. Just a second. Okay. I'm not gonna tell you the image that I saw because it didn't really quite make sense to me, but what I did sort of understand from it is that you're not alone. There are angels walking among you. So, and I found this to be really true during going through treatment as well. Like all of these people, it's like they came out of nowhere during this really hard time, and they definitely felt like angels. So I think it's true. Like there are definitely angels in this world, and they're like intermingled among us, right? So you're not alone. So I think that was the biggest message that came through. But the image I got was just so weird. I'm gonna have to think about what that may have meant, because I don't know if I know that I interpreted the second part of the image right, but not the first part of the image. Okay, I'll tell you what the image was in case you guys have any ideas. So what I saw was a cloud with like some kind of religious figure. I couldn't really tell what religious figure it was, but it felt like it was someone from the Bible, and they were wearing a crown. And yes, it could be like Jesus Christ, I don't know, but like they're wearing a crown, and then they like fell from the clouds and sort of like stumbled onto the ground. And the only thing I like, as I'm talking about it, the only thing that I can kind of get from that is like I kept getting like second coming. But I don't know, there was something weird about it. Like maybe a fake second coming. Anyways, if you guys have any ideas on what that could possibly mean, feel free to share it in the chat. But so that was my interesting vision. And yeah, so that's all of the information I have for you today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.